YouTube, what's going on, man? What's going on? It's your boy Ink in the Brain. We back at Like a Bad Habit. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in. So today I'm gonna touch on a couple of things. I'm gonna touch on scammers and people committing fraud. You might be out there cracking cards, doing your thing. Well, hey, I'm gonna tell you why that might not be such a good idea. You need to venture into a different lane. So I'm gonna touch on that. I'm also gonna touch on how I got extremely lucky in my case, right? So I'm gonna touch on that, and I'm also gonna touch on what they call betrayal of public trust. All right. So as y'all know, I had to sit it down for a couple of years. You feel me? And I got extremely lucky when it's all said and done. When it came to my plea deal and everything like that, I was facing 5 to 7.5 years. Ended up getting 2. Right. Now, here's the thing. I was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, right? Now, in the state of Arizona, that usually comes with a $150,000 fine plus an 83% surcharge. So if you do the math, it totals up to be close to $250,000. You feel me? So I was facing that. Now, also, my victim in my case, she had over $2 million worth of medical bills. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was bad, y'all. It was bad. And by the grace of God, she lived through it and she's doing well. From what I heard, she's doing okay now. So salute to her. But she had a lot of medical bills that I was responsible for due to my recklessness. Now I was messed up too. You feel me? So I had a broken eye socket, broken nose, broken jaw, broke my neck, my C2 vertebrae, my ribs broken. You feel me? So I was messed up too. But I really don't like to put that on thick because I don't want to make it seem like it's all about me. Like, I deserve the punishment I got. You feel me? I was reckless as hell. So honestly, man, fuck my injuries. Focus on my victim's injuries. That's my mindset, right? But I remember when I was in the hospital, when I was in the hospital, I was sick. I was sick because, not only am I messed up and I look like somebody who just got shit in a bad car wreck, really. Black eyes and everything, jaw swelled up, chipmunk face. I'm in there sick, right? And I'm thinking to my head, because they was telling me she's in critical condition, it ain't looking good, and all this, right? So I'm just in my head. I remember when I first got in the hospital, they put me through the X-ray, did some vitals and stuff like that. And when I finally made it to my room, I was just laying down. And I remember I couldn't move because my neck was in a brace and I was all sore because I got ejected out my back window. So I flew out the car. It was crazy, man. I didn't have a seatbelt on, so I got ejected, right? So I'm sore as shit. But I'm just in there thinking like, man, I hope she make it through, man. I hope she make it through because I'm doing numbers in my head. Like, man, okay, if she dies, like, I'll probably get like manslaughter or vehicular manslaughter or something like that. And I'm just doing the math in my head, like, yeah, that's probably like another 10 years, 12 years. So I'm already thinking worst case scenario. I got a negative mindset in there. I'm like, man, it's looking ugly. I'm about to do like 12 years. So I'm like, all right. The time was one thing, but mind you, at this time of my life, I just bought my house 7 months prior. I got the most money, making the most money that I've ever made in my life. I had a cool career. I'm doing my thing, you feel me? And now I'm starting to see it all crumble down in front of me. Now, one thing I want to advise y'all, if you're already a homeowner, or if you're looking to become a homeowner in the future, I would definitely recommend setting up an LLC and putting your home in the LLC's name because it protects your asset. See, my house is in my own name, so I was exposed. So I'm thinking like, damn. I'm like, man, I just bought a crib. Like, man, she gonna sue me for this motherfucker, right? So I'm thinking she gonna sue me for the crib. Now, at that time, when that night happened, like I said, I was only 6-7 months in, so I knew my house didn't skyrocket in value just that quick. But still, it was worth like another like 20. Like, I bought it at 200. It was probably worth around 230 at that time because I remember I was paying attention to it. But she could have definitely sued me and took the house because the car insurance that I had didn't pay her nearly close to what she was supposed to get. But nonetheless, my car insurance company did pay her out, but nowhere close to 2 mil. I mean, so basically, I'm 2 mil in the hole as far as her injuries are concerned. So I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, damn, she gonna sue me. I'm about to lose my crib. I'm about to lose all the bread I got. I'm out of there. You feel me? So that was my mindset when I was in the hospital. I was in the hospital for like 6 days. But yeah, fast forward. So fast forward, like I said, it took them a minute to indict me, but I'm just gonna fast forward to pretrial. So now I'm going to court, and she's not showing up for court, right? So I'm like, huh. So I'm going back and forth to court for like a year. She never shows up to any of the hearings. So part of me was thinking like, man, maybe I got action at beating the case because I mean, if the victim doesn't show up and don't testify, I mean, they gotta throw the case out. You know what I mean? And but I knew in the back of my head that it's very risky going to trial because you take it to the box and that victim shows up talking about, basically giving the story of what I did to her. Oh, it's a wrap. They're gonna give me the full 7.5. You feel me? At least presumptive. They might even go higher than 7.5. So I weighed on my head. I'm like, man, ain't no way I'm taking this to the box. I'm about to just cop out. So now here's the thing. When I was going back and forth, so first offer, there was offer 7. No. I was facing 7.5. The first offer was 5. Didn't take it. Went to another pretrial conference. Got done 3.5. And I was about to sign that. But luckily, COVID hit. They was pushing back my dates more, delaying the dates more. My lawyer put in a little bit more legwork and got the DA to budge and gave me 2. Now, I'm going through the plea agreement, right? And I don't see nothing about no fine in there, nothing. I'm like, huh. But I just figured, man, they just gonna hit me with the fine maybe after I get out of prison or something like that. I don't know. I'm just under the impression I'm gonna take this $250,000 fine. You know what I mean? But it wasn't nowhere in my paperwork. So that was that. And then turns out the lady, she never sued me or nothing. She never filed no lawsuit on me. She never tried to garnish my wages. She never tried to come after the house. You feel me? Or nothing. So I got really lucky with that, y'all. And I didn't have to pay no restitution or nothing. So I could have got stuck with $2 million worth of restitution, $250,000 worth of fines. Do you know how long that, y'all see where I'm going with this? You see how long that would took me to pay this off? It would have never got paid off, more than likely. Now, I got extremely lucky because of that. So I didn't get hit with the fine, and I didn't get hit with restitution. Why? I don't know. I didn't even ask my lawyer, man. When I got out, because when you get out, your parole officer, you go meet with your PO, and then she looks through your case file, says, okay, so you got any fines? Okay, no fines. Any restitution? Okay, no restitution. So I'm like, I hear that. I'm like, wait, what? I'm just a jumper. I'm like, wait, huh? No fines, no restitution. I'm like, oh, hell no, because I'm in the joint, you feel me? I'm just assuming in the joint, like, that I'm going to get hit with this shit. You feel me? Because there's really no way for me to, I could have called my lawyer and asked him, but what's the extra stress? Why would I put myself through extra stress when I'm already in the joint? You know what I mean? So my mindset was like, man, I'm just going to handle it when I come home. And I'm actually glad I did that because it kept me focused on just me doing my time, keeping my head on straight, working out. You feel me? So I got lucky, y'all. I basically saved $2.5 million. Like I said, I don't know why the state didn't hit me with the fees and the charges. But hey, I'll take it. And I know that my victim, she was from the UAE, the United Emirates. So I know she was a foreigner and she didn't speak English fluently from what I remember. So what I can surmise, and this is just what I think, maybe she was here illegally and she didn't want to blow up her spot. You know what I mean? And I know that she did have her own health insurance. So it's possible she had really good private health insurance that paid her medical bills off and things like that. So that's a possibility too. But like I said, I'm not going to spend too much time thinking about that. But I'm just so grateful that I did not fuck off my whole financial earning potential based off one dumbass night that I had. You feel me? So, which leads me to my next point. Y'all brothers who out here scamming, you feel me? You might be cracking cards and pulling scams on banks, writing bad checks, putting false checks and cracking cards. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, y'all playing in a dangerous game. You might want to stop and find a new hustle. The reason I say that is because, and it goes again, you're potentially fucking off your future earning potential forever. Why you say that, Inky? Well, when it comes to fraud, identity theft, things like that, hey man, the government's gonna come for that bread, bruh. So when they hit you with them fees and them restitution, oh, you're gonna pay. Oh yeah, you're gonna pay, bruh. So you might be scamming. I get it. I get it, man. I met scammers when I was down. These guys are doing some high level scamming. Like my neighbor, he got caught with like 8 different driver's license. He was cracking cars, making fake accounts and things like that. So I get it's easy money. You might be able to make 30 bands in a month, 50,000 here, or bust a $70,000 play. You feel me? And then you do it again a couple months later, whatever the case is. So I get it's easy money, and it's hard to make good money like that, in the free world, or in real life, should I say? Because we're all in the free world if you're free. So I get it, right? But you have to ask yourself this question: is it worth getting caught up for and having to pay all these fines and restitutions? Because trust me, the IRS, they gonna come for your ass. Uncle Sam, they gonna want their money back, man. And here's the thing: when they hit you with that that court order saying, hey, yeah, you owe us $150,000. You feel me? They gonna let you pay a payment plan and things like that, but you're gonna pay. And if you don't pay, they gonna garnish your bank account. So you might have 100 bands in your bank account, you're doing your thing, and you're shaking and moving. Next thing you know, you get booked for a case. Now you gotta pay a lawyer. Now you got restitution and fines to pay. You know what I mean? And you're gonna pay for the rest of your life, and they're gonna make sure that you're gonna pay. And if you don't pay, they're gonna be garnishing your bank account. So that's why I say you're fucking off your future earning potential, because you don't know what you're gonna do in the future, bro. I know you might be young watching this. I was checking my analytics the other day. I got a lot of youngsters watching me. 18 through 25, I think is the most. The second up is 26 through like 33 or something like that. So I'm talking to the 18 to 33 year olds right now, but really this applies to anybody. You do not want to fuck up your future earning potential. Trust me, take it from me. I experienced that. I remember how it felt like. It's completely a hopeless feeling. You feel like your life just been stripped away from you, because it's like, if you know that you got $2 million worth of restitution to pay, where's your hustle going to come from? Because all your money's going to be taken. You know what I mean? Legally, they have to leave you some, like a little bit to live on, but they could take, I don't quote me on this, but it's something like 70% that they could take from you or something like that, maybe higher than that. So, which leads me to my third point, y'all. Betraying the public trust. Now, the industry that I'm in, now I might not look like I'm a professional, you feel me? I might not look like or talk like the typical person that's in my field. I actually mentioned it on a previous stream what I do. I'm not gonna mention it here, but just know I'm in real estate, right? And trust me, y'all, the fact that I don't have these fines and that I'm still able to do what I'm able to do and be my own boss, it's so exhilarating. I can't even explain it in words, just because I know how close I was on to losing my financial future. But trust me, y'all don't want to go down that road. And the reason why I say the betrayal of public trust is because that's a very big, there's 2 different kind of felonies, right? You have your felonies, which are bad, obviously, they're felonies, but then you have your felonies that are betraying the public trust. So when you betray the public trust, usually that collaborates with fraud. So anything you're doing when it comes to fraud, scamming, cracking cards, making fake accounts, depositing fake checks, all that stuff, when you get hanged for it, they book you for that identity theft or whatever the case is considered betrayal of public trust. Therefore, when you get out and you finally figure, hey, I want to get into real estate, or I have this industry that I want to go in, and you go to apply to get your license, well, sorry, sir, this is going to ask you, have you ever been convicted of a felony? Yes. Well, you need to describe what it was and get your get your paperwork and send it in. They need to review your case. But a lot of times, if you didn't betray the public trust, they'll let you slide, they'll let you wiggle, and let you get your license. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm telling y'all, man, if you scamming, you play a dangerous game, bro. You might be getting money now, but you don't know what your life's gonna be like in 10 years. If you're 21 right now, you don't know what your life's gonna be like at 30 or 40. You know what I mean? So trust me, it's not worth it, man. Hell, your boy Omi in the Hellcat, you know, the fat dude. I used to see him on the Say Cheese TV interviews and stuff. He just got banged with 5 years. They got like 66 months in the feds for some kind of fraud or whatever he was doing. You know what I mean? And they banged him with $10 million worth of $10 million worth of fines, which he paid cash, and another $30 million in restitution. So this dude got over literally hundreds of $1 million worth of fines and restitution that he has to pay, and he got to go sit it down for 5 years. You know what I mean? 5 years and 6 months. Actually, don't forget that extra 6 months, or 5 years and 2 months. Excuse me. So Omi in the Hellcat, he got to go sit down and pay all this money, man. And it's like, man, was it worth it? Now, from what it looks like and from what I was reading, I mean, it seems like he's pretty well off. If you can afford to pay the government $10 million, you better be well off. But hey, man, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Y'all might not be as lucky as me. Y'all might not be as lucky as Omi in the Hellcat. You feel me? So you have to live your life and go through life with the foresight to know that your life can change at any minute. You know what I'm saying? Things will get hard right now, but busting the play, scamming, that's going to get you in the habit of being a scammer, and you're not going to retire being a scammer. Somewhere along the line, trust me, you will get caught. You know what I'm saying? You will get caught. Somebody will tell on you. You're not going to get away with it, bro. And when you don't get away with it, you're going to be sick when you get hit with all those fines and restitution. It would be one thing if you got hit with fines and restitution and they were just like, we'll see if he pays it or not. No, they want their money, bro, and they will garnish you. They will you own properties and things like that. Oh, they're gonna put a lien on your property and all that shit, man. So, yeah, man. So think about what y'all doing, fellas. But hey, this your boy Inky the Brain. If you like the video, hit the like button. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Y'all be smooth and be solid.